In this case, evidently, it backfired.
Sorry to have brought you all the way out here.
Okay.
An apparent attempt by the woman on the right to pass on an ugly and intentionally false story to the reporter on the left about Republican Senate contender Roy Moore, aimed at embarrassing the paper. But the Post had too many questions in return.
Well, I guess you'd call it a botched sting. The goal, of course, was to then, after the story would have been published, to expose it as false and therefore discredit our previous reporting on allegations against Roy Moore, and then also cast doubt on any future claims that might be made against the would-be senator.
It was the Post that first reported Moore is an alleged child molester, turning his run for the Senate on its ear. How better to deflect attention on that than to discredit those who told the story? In the U.S. these days, it's become almost a thing. The same group said to have targeted the Post, conservative-backed Project Veritas, this summer secretly recorded a CNN producer commenting on coverage of Russian meddling in last year's election.
It's mostly bullshit right now. Like, we don't have any big giant proof.
The White House jumped on it.
If the media can't be trusted to report the news, then that's a dangerous place for America.
Like other videos published by Veritas, the CNN clip was quickly debunked. The producer didn't even cover politics. True or untrue, it's all part of what's become a familiar and powerful refrain.
You are fake news.
You know, I like real news, not fake news. You're fake news.
The fake news, the enemy of the people. And they are.
Leaving just enough voters to wonder, right or wrong, who to believe, except when it doesn't work. On MSNBC this summer, a warning from Rachel Maddow that her show had just discovered they'd been approached with fake documents, a trap, she called it.
We don't know who's doing it, but we're working on it.
One lesson?
My hope is that it's a reminder of the care that reporters take in pursuing these kinds of stories. It doesn't mean that we're perfect, but it does mean that we are not just printing accusations willy-nilly without any vetting.
In other words, turns out the mainstream media knows how to do its job. Paul Hunter, CBC News, Washington.